especially Greta Gerwig, which makes sense because she's an actress first and foremost, and so she obviously gets actors and works with them in a way that is, I think only an actor can understand that, right? But she was, the thing that I posted, she was talking literally how we work here at the school. She's saying that that is what is interesting for her in the audition process, that actors have to stop, she kept using the word performance, stop performing, like the actors are so concerned with performance, and she was talking about the best stuff she sees oftentimes is when she gives people a script and says go out and read it, and then they come back and they're not imprinting the whole performance pressure. And she said, and I remember what that was like, having to go with your scene partner and rehearse for 8 hours and then put up a piece for the audition or for class. And so she kept talking about the process of it, and the process of it opens up revealing more of your humanity. See, it's weird because we want to get things right and we want to do it well and we want people to love us, which is, it runs counter to actual being human, which is in all the weird, rough, margin spaces. Listening first, listening, 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 listening. We all think we're listening, we're not. Case in point, my mom. So, yes, perfect. First of all, she told me the other day that I don't listen very well, which made me very upset. And then we got into a fight about something. I may have mentioned it last week, but I don't even remember. But I get triggered by my mom, as I think we should. Partly because I revert back to being a child, and my parents parent me. So the other day, I don't even remember the particulars of something, but I got triggered and I kind of lost my cool. And then later on, I could see that it hurt her feelings. And later on, she said that I'm very impatient with her. So of course, I was like, well, I'm not in life. I started like, I'm like, I work with thousands of actors. I have to be totally patient. She's like, well, that may be, but with me, you're not. And I was like, oh God. And then I kept making up excuses. I was like, well, you trigger me. And like, you know, I just kept doing it. And I saw that it really, I saw that it like really upset her. And so, see, this is the thing. This is about being human. So then yesterday, I was getting ready. I don't remember where I was going, and I was sitting on the couch, she was on the couch, and I was getting my shoes on, and I just turned to her, and she was sitting next to me, and I said, Mom, I am so sorry that I am impatient with you. And then I put my head on her lap, and I just totally started to bawl, which is so crazy, and it was so beautiful, and then I could see that it made her uncomfortable. It's true, because, you know what I mean? But the beautiful point about it, you guys, that I keep encouraging us to keep living in is, that's humanity. I'm not any better at being human than anybody else, but I do know that all the things that we're really going for are those moments. In life and in your work. In connecting, in relationships, lovers, parents, friends, all of it. Acting, auditioning, a way of living your life from that place. And that's the humanity part that good directors are asking for. So I don't really care what kind of work you have to do to go in and do your best work. But you have to understand there's a variable that every great director I have read about or listened to is always talking about. And that's this human thing that we don't give ourselves enough permission to be. That's so good. You're so freaked the out by revealing who you are, you compensate by doing. It's not interesting. You don't get cast that way. Well, for certain things maybe. But the longevity of creating a life of artistry isn't produced that way. And the last point I want to say about it, these are my parents. I feel very safe with them to be vulnerable. And look at how weird and uncomfortable it was for me to even allow myself to express that. Because then I could see that she was getting uncomfortable. And then I just started thinking about they're 83. And so it starts to dovetail in all kinds of other feelings. Because that's what we got to go for. And you got to go for it more and more often. And I want to end with, we were talking about this last night because I think it's so true. I think we're living in a world now, it's like teeter-tottering, where I think we're realizing that the thing that we're all needing is more of that. In our daily interactions, we're really wanting to deal more humanely with other people.
Chucky.